Hi everyone, it is currently the 18th of February 2014. Meteorologist Robert Spetta here with you today. And I think the big topic, at least across northeastern Asia for the past several weeks, has been this winter weather we have been seeing non-stop, one storm after another. 2 weeks ago, we had that very severe storm on February the 8th and 9th. Then on Valentine's Day, saw another severe system that pushed across southeastern portions of Japan, and including the Kanto area, just resulted in absolutely, in some cases, catastrophic conditions. Some people stuck in some highways out here, and actually, some of the Westpac weather community reported back saying they were stuck out here for several days because of the heavy snowfall on several highways. 16 deaths have been reported up and down Japan in about 13 prefectures. Also over 1,600 injuries just due to the last storm, on the Valentine's Day storm. Also over a dozen deaths reported on the February 8th storm. Many of them due to collapsing roofs. And you can see here just that snow piled up. And that is really the issue that comes to pass when you have heavy snowfall in areas that don't typically get the heavy snow, and also one of the reasons why people just backed up on the highways. The Tomai Expressway is backed up for 40 kilometers because snow plows in some of these areas are just non-existent and really are not a factor when it comes to eastern portions of Japan. So right now, I know we've been talking about the risk of another storm system, and that's coming out of eastern China. You can see it here on the satellite imagery. It's right here, and that's that cloud cover. The good news is that this looks like it's going to develop and move south of Japan and really be a non-factor for the Kanto Plain. So fantastic news. JMA actually at this time is expecting no precipitation for the Tokyo area. And you can see it right here. Now, the Izu Islands offshore, you're looking at a rainfall. But on Wednesday and Thursday, sunny, cloudy skies for the Tokyo metro area. I do think a little bit farther towards the south, we could see a flurry or two pop up. Let's take a look at the GFS model outlook. I'm scrolling through here. Remember, we're recording these live now, and that's why I really didn't organize these all too very well. You see the screens pop up. But there's our current storm that's moving off here towards the east. You can see it on our daily SAT update. We actually have one just down there towards the south. That's moving east. This is bringing some snowfall across parts of Kyushu, but it's not the storm we're talking about. The one coming out of eastern China comes right on its heels, and this is the one we are worried about. It is going to be bringing some heavy rainfall to some parts of the southern Japanese islands. So you could be looking at localized flooding here, even some thunderstorms on your Wednesday evening. But as our system moves east, it really stays south, and that is the good news. Look how far south it is here. Very little precipitation to be had across the Kanto Plain. Temperatures will definitely be cold enough for snow, so we're going to have some cloudy skies, and I do think some flurries are going to be seen. But accumulating precip, at least at this time, it doesn't look like that is going to be happening. Here's your GFS model, that same one you were just looking at, but just total accumulated precip. And let's look out towards, this is Wednesday and the Thursday, and you just see some here on Mount Fuji, some of the higher elevations, maybe around Shizuoka, you could see about 1 to 2 centimeters, but into Tokyo, in the lower elevations, Chiba, Kanagawa, not seeing so much. Kyushu, like I said, is getting some precipitation as far as that snowfall due to their storm system moving through right now. That is the GFS. Let's compare it up with our friends at the ECMWF and go out to about 96 hours, and they are actually still looking at a little bit of accumulation down here towards the south, about this is somewhere around 2 to 3 centimeters. You could see it pile up, but for the most part, it does look like the system's going to stay down here towards the south, and I really would not expect anything too significant. I know I've said that in the last 2 storms, but this one definitely looks like it's going to stay far enough offshore where it's not going to be a problem. The one thing we are seeing, if you're a skier, and I keep on going back to this page, is avalanche risk. Anywhere you see here in the yellow, it does look like we have been seeing these warmer temperatures, and especially around the Kanto Plain where we have been looking at that heavy snowfall from the last storm. Some of these higher elevations, it's melting rather quickly, and what we're getting is a very severe risk of avalanche out here. So if you're a skier, or if you're traveling into some of these mountains, that is something to keep in mind. But right now, midweek storm system across Japan. Once again, I do think it is going to be a non-factor. I know I showed you the GFS. There's a nav gem, also keeping it down here towards the south. A few flurries could be had, but not to the extent of causing significant problems as our last record-breaking storm systems. But if this storm system was to track right now, you can see it right here. If it was a track of a couple hundred kilometers towards the northwest, vice where it is going now, the whole story changes, and that is the big thing to keep in mind. So just be careful if we do get any accumulations. Right now, I think max 1 to 3 right near the coastal areas, just due to some of those outer bands from this next system pushing through. That is all for right now, everybody. On this, I'm making another video update in just a moment on the tropical wave you can see down here towards the south. So tune in for that. Stay safe out there.